hello. I didn't see that. Why do I always go with that stupid joke? It's not a funny joke. Hey, how are we doing? Hey, g'day, aloha, and hello everyone. Thanks for joining me this Sunday morning as I'm gonna do some painting. I'm trying to figure out right now what went wrong with my OBS, because it completely shut down when I was trying to set this up last night, and I lost my painting screen and I had to rebuild it completely. But I'm also trying to figure out why I can't get these guys in focus. I think it's too much light, which is kind of wild because normally it's not enough light. But potentially it's going to be a little bit of this for the first few minutes until I can get a little bit. Oh no, yeah, I think it's too much light. I think, oh gosh, it's, you know, this is why I prepare beforehand. I need this light to be a little bit more direct. I think that perhaps it's also struggling to focus on two subjects. If I brought... This is the worst stand of any of the dragon minis that... Actually, no, the green dragon, young green dragon mini they brought out had a terrible stand as well. Okay. I might just turn the intensity of the light down. That might do it. That's a bit better. There we go. Hey, it's working. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Oh, jeez. Well, it's going to be down like that for a little bit. I'm excited to paint some things. Hey, good stuff. You're painting alongside me. I like it. I'm not painting alone. These are thankfully pre-primed, and I'm just noticing this one's got like a bunch of, I want to say sawdust, which is bizarre because I haven't been doing any sawing. Oh god, they're all on the ground. They're all on the table already. But yeah, I'm excited to paint one of these. We've got to figure out which one we're going to paint. If you can't tell, I'm super unprepared this morning, even though I started setting this stream up about half an hour ago. My lovely paint camera didn't want to work, so I've spent the majority of the morning just trying to troubleshoot that, and I got it working. So let's now focus on which one of these we are going to paint. If you didn't see already, we put a poll up on Twitter and on our Instagram, and the answer we got was as 50-50 as you could get. It was it was 100% split between the two. So thanks for that. It made my it doesn't really bother me because I'm happy to paint either. And as always, I've come in with absolutely no preparation for painting these, so it's not like I'm, you know, missing out on prep time for them. I'm going to open up my dice bag. I'm going to find a red D20 and I'm going to find a black D20. Oh, I should get... Oh, you know what? Let's get dice bag cam. Is it gonna... I don't think it's gonna work. This might work, actually. Okay, let's go. Delve into the dice bag with me. That's pretty black. Yeah, I'll do. What's it? Oh, actually, that one... How do I do this? This one might even have a bit of green tinge to it, so that's perfect for a black dragon. I need a red one now. Oh, it's one of the little starter set ones. It's cute. Do I actually have a red D20? That's my koi fish one. It's kind of red. Ooh. Oh, this is just gonna be me picking dice now for a whole hour and a half. I want a proper red one. Not my critical roll dice. Sometimes it's red ones, but don't know. I'm looking at the D12s. They're not going to help me here. This music's intense. Music's quite intense for what's happening right now. You know what? Screw it. Let's go koi fish one. Best we're gonna get, I think. See me in my pajamas. Wonderful. Now, ideally, if I were more prepared, I would have had these dice already picked out. But who cares? Not me, so it's all good. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna have to find my glue to get these bases on. Alright, so the way this is gonna work, I'm gonna roll my kind of reddish d20 and my kind of, well, it is black, let's be fair. It is a black d20. Whichever one has the highest is what I'm gonna paint. So obviously if black is higher, we'll paint the black dragon. If red is higher, we'll paint the red dragon. It is struggling to focus. Move these guys out of here. Oh, my beautiful dusty table. Alright. Well, let's one at a time or take turns. What do we think? What do we think? 3 people in chat. Let me know. I'm inclined to do one at a time for the drama of it all. That being said, probably won't be super dramatic, so whatever we do, don't think it's going to matter too much. I'll move that over there. Head to head, alright. I'm not sure which one that is. If I'm being honest. Is that roll one then another one? Head to head can work both ways, I feel like, in this scenario. I'm gonna roll one and I'm gonna roll the other one. Alright. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's roll the black one first. Let's hope we can see it. Alright. Good one. Alright, so I rolled it over here. That is a 17. That's gonna be kinda hard to beat. That's gonna be kinda hard to beat. Oh! I promise I'm not changing it. I'm not. That was a 10 for the red one. Okay. Thank God it's not the one with the broken stand. That's actually made me feel a lot better. Yes, we're gonna paint the black dragon. Let's go. Nope, don't lose those stars. So, red dragon. Throw it on my bed. Get on out of here. Don't need this anymore. That being said, I will just show this off because it is a very cool miniature. But we do need, similar to what I did for the blue dragon, when I painted the young blue dragon, I used the adult blue dragon mini that... This black dragon doesn't want to stand up either. I used the adult blue dragon pre-painted mini that they came out with as inspiration. So I'm going to do the same again for this black dragon. Here is the pre-painted... Oh, it's too big, it doesn't even show up. The pre-painted black dragon mini, which I'm going to use as a general colour guide for my baby youngin, my little youngie. Got my brushes out. Just gonna grab a handful. I'm sure I'll find the one I want. Yeah, so let's have a look at this guy. So, the only thing I would say about this that I want to do a bit more of is I want this kind of off olive kind of green to be a little bit more acid, because currently it's very bone, very, I suppose it suits like marshy, but I kind of like the idea maybe for the young one that it's got a little bit more of this neon, what's the word, radioactive kind of green still in it that then eventually dulls as it gets older. So I do like the bone colour. I do like the bone colour for... Hello. Come on. What if people tune in right now and they're like, oh my god, look at what they've done. That's amazing. You just play it off like, yeah, you just painted this. It only took me 5 minutes. I do like this bone colour, obviously, for the horns and for the... don't know why I was going to say undercarriage, but for the body. And even then the black is... Oh, you can see here, actually. Can you? Can you see here? Yeah. They actually do have a bit of, like, green dry brushing going on. But I think I'm going to do... because it's a grey primer... And I wish I could keep this on screen somewhere, but that's just not going to work. So I'm going to put it back over here. I'm going to figure out this one's base. This is the first young dragon mini. Oh, actually no, that's not true. The white young dragon mini. Well, this is the longest one. This is the longest one I've had that hasn't been painted, so it's probably well due for it. Hey, music. Oh, I just realised the music's not showing up on the screen. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm going to do this kind of, because that's what I was saying, because it's a grey primer, I could prime it in black, like re-prime it, but Sunday morning, I don't have that much energy to do that. So I'm going to do a fairly neon green undercoat, and then really cover it in black with wash, just then allowing the green to peek out. So it's going to be pretty hodgepodge rough green undercoat. I'm not going to worry about missing spots or like getting it completely coated, and especially, I can't even get the base out now, especially with the what's it, the belly, I guess it's the belly. I gotta stop thinking undercarriage. What would you guys call this section of the dragon? The armor? The chest armor? I'm sticking with undercarriage until I hear a better word. But yeah, I'm not going to do any green on this. This is going to be mainly bone colour. Bone colour. Same with the horns. This is a very sharp mini. I don't know if anyone has this one, but I'm just realising now how delicate it is in terms of the horns and the claws, even more so than the blue dragon. The blue dragon was a little bit, not sturdier, this is definitely still sturdy, but it was maybe a little bit more curved and smooth. This is very sharp. Very sharp dragon. I see, like, what's going on here? I don't know where this has come from. There's a lot of it too. When have I been soaring? Ventral? Ventral? Maybe. Never heard of that. Maybe. Is that like on a real animal? Is ventral a real thing? Do real animals have ventrals? See, because I was thinking like thorax, or like, but that doesn't seem to work either. And even then, I think the thorax is like the top part of the insect, right? Where the wings are. Oh god. Oh god. I'm not a science teacher. Please don't. Please don't at me. Let me know too if the music's too loud or anything. Sometimes it gets really intense. This wonderful music is provided by Hunter Rogerson. You should go check them out on Twitter and on Spotify and on YouTube. I'm fairly certain most of their music is on YouTube. Yeah, they do the wonderful scoring wild mount, so a lot of these are heavily, well, they are heavily Critical Role inspired. Which is why this one, The Orphan Maker, is incredibly intense. But, you know, I like it. It's good painting music. Let's jump into it. I've been waffling on for 16 minutes without actually getting any paint out, so let's change that. Get my palette out. Get some water on it. Gosh, I hope I emptied it last time. Sorry for that bump just then. I can't open it. I'm weak. I'm so weak. There we go. Oh yeah, no, I did not dry that out last time. But beautifully, this is the coolest thing ever, honestly. I haven't painted since that blue dragon. And the paint is still wet. The paint is still wet. This is the greatest invention known to man. Wet palette. Ugh, I love it. That being said, I'm gonna need a new one, and I don't think I brought them with me. I'll be right back. I need to go get a new, one of these. So yeah, I'll be right back. Glimmy, you're in charge while I'm gone, okay? Back in a sec. I thought they were in my paint tub, but they weren't, so just had to go next door and grab them. Alright, let's get rid of you beautifully. I should have thrown it out last session because I knew I wasn't going to use it again. But that is okay. In the bin. Yes. You can't tell, but I got it in, so, you know, it's pretty cool. Get a new one out. Oh, I didn't read this. I just googled to be sure. Ventral is the underside of a plant. Oh yeah, we'll say ventral. Again, not as cool as... definitely not as cool as undercarriage, but you know, we'll go with it. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Come on. Come on. You can do this. No. Hey. Alright, we're good. Keep these handy. Shouldn't need a new one. Okay, so what did I say? We're doing... Get you up. Just realised also the webcam is tilted. Sorry about that, guys. Your head's been a little bit off center for a bit there. Alright. So, let's get some actual paints out now. That'd be a good start, eh? We have a variety of greens to choose from. I say as I pull out one green. They're not readily apparent to me. There's a nice bone colour that we can use. There we go. Got Feywild Emerald. These are the Nolza pack. Ooh! Grung green. And then obviously, I mean, black. I've just got... Oh god, I hope I have enough black. Now that I think about it. That's right, I've got like a shadow wash, so worst comes to worst, I'll wash over it. Green flame, which is appropriate for a dragon. Sorry. Ooh, zombie flesh. That's actually really good for maybe like a last minute. Dry brush Treant green, I think that is, yep. Do I only have one halo green? I thought I bought more. We've got troll skin. Anyone tuning in now would be like, I thought they said black or red dragon, and they're gonna be like, what the hell are they doing with all these green paint? May as well get some white out, because when do you not need some white paint? I think that's actually a lot. It is a lot of green. I thought I had more. I got a lot of blue. Is the thing I'm now realizing. A lot of blue. I'm just sorry. I just saw this pink, and upsettingly, it is like dried, but it's a very bright. All right, put that down there, out of the way with the dice bag. So we want to get on our broad brush. Talking as if I know what I'm talking about, but on my broad brush I'm going to mix a green that I think is going to look good with the black, but again I don't want to go dead black. Dead black, you know, like straight black. Shake your bottles, kids. This is actually gonna, well, it's been a little while and I think maybe the room got a bit cold, so I'm hoping. There we go. I'm just gonna have the black there just as the general color guide. It's black. Like, I know what black looks like, but it doesn't hurt to have it there just to compare it. You there? So I'm really looking at these two. The grung green and the green flame. I think they're gonna look really toxic, but then I might even mute it a little bit. Let's just... Oh, that's... it's really vibrant. It doesn't always turn up super well on... I don't want any water to tip out. It doesn't turn up super well on stream, but that is a very vibrant green. Ah! Okay, it's fine. That's what I wanted, right? Alright, I might chuck in some... this emerald green, just to, like, not darken it, I suppose, but just to give it a little bit of a slightly vibrant colour. It's kind of scaring me now how vibrant it got. Oh yeah, that tempers it slightly. It looks like... oh wow. It looks like slime. Nickelodeon slime. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, this is straight up slime color from the good old days of Nickelodeon. All right, I like this mix. I'm gonna go a bit of green, more green flame, because we're gonna have to cover this thing. So let's get a bit out and a little bit of that emerald green. And it's only about that much. Oh, that's probably too much. That's okay. It doesn't matter when you're painting. I was gonna say when you're painting, nothing matters. Not true. Things do matter when you're painting. But, it's okay. No mistakes. Alright, let's go. And if you've not seen the stream before, I will end up with a lot of paint on my desk, so don't panic. Oh, there's so much stuff on my desk. I'm moving. I feel it's just been too long since I've done a mini paint, but I feel like I used to have it down pat, and now it's just like absolute chaos. Come on. Okay, she's good. Okay, get you up a little bit because this is where I'm going to be painting. So the main sections where I want it to be green more than anything are on the wingtips. Like I want that to be leaching out. So let's just focus on that and then kind of very wet. That is not really sticking, is it? It's very wet. It's very watered down. I didn't even... There's not even that much water on the palette. Yeah, like I said, we're going to do a very... Don't like this music. Terrifying. Oh, okay. It's not meant to be spooky. It's all good. Not meant to be spooky, but it came across as spooky. I just realised it wasn't updating either, so I had to fix that. Yeah, so let's just get a very uneven coat of green underneath. And again, if you've not been here before, this is not a painting tutorial. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. Isn't that what's important? That's what I tell myself when I end up with these ridiculous looking paints. Ugh, oh god. Come on, show the people. I think this is going to look cool. This is going to be the dragon of 13-year-old Alanna's dreams. I was obsessed with green and black. I thought it was like the coolest colour combination you could come up with. I wanted my hair to be green and black. I don't want to buy followers. Leave me alone. Ugh, rude. I was just like on it. When I'm 16, I'm gonna dye my hair black, and I'm gonna have green tips, and it's gonna be so cool. And all my sim characters look like that. I just can't be bothered. Never did it. Don't want to do it. Just seems like too much hassle. Alright, looking pretty peaky. Because of how wet, like, first, because of how light this base is, the primer, it's actually good that we're doing at least some colour here. But also, so thin. Alright. Now, you know what is also quite cool here today, which is wild because the weather cannot decide what it wants to be. So we might have some slight issues with drying. Hopefully not. Just realised that is completely cut off. Give me 1 second, I'll put you down. Oh gosh. I'm gonna reach across the camera. Oh, that's a long one. That's a long title. Yeah. I'm also out of paint. I did not put down nearly enough green paint, so I'm gonna have to fix that as well. It's the underside though, it doesn't necessarily matter too much if it's super light. This will be mostly black. Although, when you're looking at the mini, it is pretty... it is definitely a sighted area. That's what we want to call it. Let that just go where it wants to. Alright, green flame. Let's go. Green flame. Now that spell, I'm not super familiar with it. But it's an Eldritch Knight spell? Is that correct? Can someone let me know? Because I cannot reach over my keyboard at the moment. I'm just curious. I've forgotten. Green flame. Yeah, it's the spell where you like... No, haha! I got one! I got someone. We aren't, Beck. We are technically doing the Black Dragon, but we are doing a very kind of sickly, acidic undercoat. Focus. Focus. Come on. It's the worst. It's honestly the worst for focusing. I was saying earlier, like, I'm betting someone's gonna come in and be like, oh, green dragon. What are you doing? Oh god, you know what? Never mind. It's never gonna focus properly for me. Yeah, that's a slightly different green, so let's just do the whole wing again. So yeah, we're doing a green undercoat. Very, very not super detailed. Mainly on the wings too, like I'm just gonna kind of gently paint her on the legs. Because also here, don't look at the main one. The adult one. It's black on its hands, yeah. That always looks like scales to me though. Like no duh, but I always kind of want to make that the same colour as the ventral, which we learnt is the name of this body part. Green flame, the warlock spell, adding flames. Oh, is it warlock? Oh, I suppose it could also be Eldritch Knight. That's generally warlock fighter. Yeah, that's the name of this paint I'm using. It's called Green Flame. And I was like, I wasn't super familiar with the spell. It's a bit like Booming Blade, right? It's a spell that you set up before you use it. No Booming Blade, Blooming Blade. Blooming Blade. Bloomin' Blade! Come on down to Outback Steakhouse, get your Bloomin' Blade. Yeah, it's like that, right? I've used it once, yeah, added on, and then future tracks. Nice. Is there any kind of like element of it being green, or is it just because it's like Eldritch Fire? It's spooky fire. Spooky fire damage. Spooky fire damage is actually pretty funny. Wow, look at the difference of how this paint is applying here compared to the top of the wings, which it's hard for you guys to see because the lighting setup is dreadful, but it is so pale. So pale. I don't know what, I think it just got super watered down. I think it said green. Oh, nice. Your patron was Taliesin? Like a real person? I think I've heard you say that before, but like used a real person as your patron. That's hilarious. Okay. Let's make some more paint. Man, you know, as relaxing as this is on a Sunday morning, I woke up this morning and it was raining, and I was just like, oh, maybe I'm just staying. Maybe no one will notice if I don't go live. But I'm glad I'm here now. I came across as really much like, I don't want to be doing this. I'm fine. I do want to be doing this. It's just, I do love sleeping in when it's raining. It is very, very nice. An Archfey. I'll share it sometime. That's awesome. You didn't make him a great old one? Archfey's great. I love the Archfey warlock patron. That is what Gima is. If you watch Hit Dice Heroes, you would know Gima. Gima is a Archfey warlock. Well, no, she's obviously she's not an Archfey, but her patron is the Archfey patron, which is fun. I like that character a lot. Starting to get glimpses of them, which is also fun. D&D's fun, isn't it? D&D's just fun. Let's be real. You wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun. Always forget the hands and the inside legs, and also forget to show it to the people that are watching. You know, I normally do these mini paints like on a Tuesday afternoon. That's my general go time for the Hit Dice Hangouts. Which is why I'm going to blame it for how rambly I am this morning. I did go to bed at 4 AM. Yes, why did you ask? And that was also, I was tossing up whether or not I was going to watch The Matrix Revolutions, because I'm currently doing a rewatch of The Matrix. Which, now that I think about it, this is a Matrix dragon. But it was so late, and I was like, I can't justify staying up any later when I've got to get up to stream and paint. So all I want to do is watch The Matrix. I'll 100% be watching it once I finish it here. All I want to do is watch the first Matrix, let's be real. But I've got to finish the trilogy. And then I'll just go back to watching just The Matrix. This is now a Matrix podcast. Please send me in all your favourite Matrix references and questions, and I'll happily discuss it. I feel like, I've said this to my brother, I feel like I'm just going to be talking about The Matrix here for like a little bit here. I feel like when I first saw it, I was, you know, maybe like 10. Oh, Beck, you should definitely watch it. It's so good. When I first saw it, I was really young, because it came out in 1999, the first one, and I didn't see it when it first came out. I probably saw them around the time when the third one came out, which I think was 2003, 2004. I would have been, yeah, like 10, 11, maybe 12, depending on when it came out in Australia. And because of that, I had no idea what was going on. I really enjoyed the visuals, and I enjoyed the fight scenes, and I really enjoyed both Keanu Reeves and I was gonna say Carrie Underwood. That's not her name. Why am I blanking on the actress that plays Trinity? Carrie... Is it Carrie Underwood? Well, now I don't know. It's not Carrie Ann Moss. It's not Carrie Underwood. Carrie Ann Moss. First one is a culture touchstone, very allegorical. Yeah, it's so good though. Right? Oh, I've just realised also my stream alerts weren't working. There we go. This should be working now. Yeah, Carrie Ann Moss. How could I forget? Yeah, I enjoyed both of them very much. But really, no idea what was going on. So rewatching them now as an adult has been very rewarding. I feel like I finally understand everything. And I'm desperate for those old 90s message boards, because I just want to talk about The Matrix non-stop, and everyone's like, Alanna, that was 20 years ago, move on. It's like, I can't. I feel like it'd be if someone started watching Lost. Lost, like, you know, now. And they're just like, oh my god, I've got all these theories. Desperate for discussion boards. So yeah, feel free to send me your, your Matrix questions. Or reach out to me on the Discord. I should make... Oh, that'd be stupid. A Discord channel for Matrix. But no, it is very good, Beck. Yeah, there is a lot in that first film. Like, even just even just on a programming level, obviously the technical stuff is really cool. How much research I went into that, but then yeah, all the allegorical stuff and the well, that is allegor. That is allegory. So all like the kind of religious stuff. Very good, and it's so cool that it's filmed in Sydney. So seeing places that I've been, and this song so much. This is my favorite one of Hunter Rogerson's. Welcome to Dark Toe. It's just very nice. All right, that is a covered dragon. Just do a little bit on the face. Most of the face is going to be black. This is my black dragon. Can't you tell? Can't you tell? Let's just, well, we've got a little bit of this green left. Just touch up the inside wing here. I'm not missing any spots. Ignoring the ventral of this dragon. I don't think I'm missing anything. Yeah, I've got most of its arms, most of her legs. I need to think of a name for this dragon too. I've actually got a really good black dragon name, but I'm saving it for later. Oops. Spoilers. Nah, it's all good. There we go. That is my black dragon coming together. Let's give you a clean. Is paintbrush cleaning an interesting thing for people to watch, I wonder? Oh yeah, that's dangerous. That's why I mainly drink out of water bottles. That's not why, obviously, but it helps, and thank you for reminding me to take a drink. Yeah, that's dangerous, because look at this. This is like, looks like lime cordial now. Alright. I do like these paints. They do come off very nicely. Just do a quick one in fresh water. Give her a dry. Because I want to use this one again. This is by far my favourite brush. Throw that over there for a second. Alright. I'm going to give her a second to dry. Just because I don't want to be mixing the black on the green. I want it to be dry brushed on. But we can start mixing the black, because the black, we don't want it to be, I wonder actually if I should do a dry palette for this. Questions. I might do a dry palette for the black, just because I do want it to be dry. So let's get these brushes that I'm not using for now. I'm going to use the, I don't know if it's meant to be used for this, I'm going to use the lid of my wet palette. And I might just use, I'll just use a spare hydration sheet. I'm sure you can use them just as, I should probably actually use them sparingly because my favourite mini shop just closed down. It's harder for me to get this stuff. Okay, oh yeah, that's gonna be really good. Okay, so let's start mixing. We might actually, this is counterintuitive, we might actually mix on the wet palette and then use the dry palette for the painting. Who says I don't know what I'm doing? Me, I say that all the time. I really don't know what I'm doing. But it sounds professional. Wow, this one's... I don't know if you can hear this. Where's the microphone? Ready? Oh, that's probably rude. Grow up. Here we go. It's like gluggy, man. Like... It's not happy, this paint. I might mix with a smaller brush just to... Ooh. Okay, it's coming through. Very slowly. I kind of want it charcoal, I guess. I just don't want it pitch black. Which, I know it appears just kind of pitch black on the screen for you guys at the moment. It is lightening up. Lightening up? Lightening up, yeah, that's the word to use in that sentence. Ooh. That might have been too much. The good thing about this, though, is because I'm just using tones, using the end values, I can just darken it up when I need to, because that is now grey. That is no longer black. That being said, for a mini, that's actually good. I like that colour. Yeah, that's gonna do. So, now I'm just waiting for the dragon to be dry. I'll move these kind of out of the way. Just waiting for the baby to be ready. It looks like the Grinch. Just realised. Suppose actually, where did I start? I started on this wing, didn't I? I could at least start a little bit. Just, that's gonna get in the way. There's nothing holding this thing down, and I'm using this head to hold the thing, so. Now keep in mind, I'm going to be painting majority of the thing black. I just want to be careful. Doesn't look very good. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna focus on. I'm gonna it doesn't look good at all. It looks okay. I think it might be the black isn't black enough, and so it's just kind of looking almost like a bit like a navy. This might be one of the worst so far that I've ever done with painting a mini. I'm just going for it. I'm going for it, honestly. At this point, what else can I do? All I'm trying to say is I really want to try and keep the tips green at the very least. This is gonna need some coats, I'll tell you what. Maybe I'll do like a pitch black proper dry brush. This is just gonna be the paint over the top. Kind of peeking through. Oh, word. It just looks so unnatural. The problem is it just looks unnatural. It looks like, and not in a, ooh, unnatural kind of, no, it looks stupid. Music. The green I chose just isn't right at all. Like, look at that. So bad. Oh no! I think that's the black. The black's really throwing me off. This color, I don't like it. A little better. How do I be cool like you? Talking to the adult dragon thing. Oh lord. Oh lord. 100% so far the worst. mini I've ever painted. I'm gonna bring her up a bit. There we go. Yeah, it's right. Like, so I'm gonna roll with it, and then I'm gonna do some mighty impressive dry brushing. You know what? It's. I don't want to say it's growing on me because that feels like I'm just trying to make myself feel better, which I am, but some aspects of it are working. That kind of looks like acid, right? Wait for it. Just wait for the focus. You're gonna be blown away by how good it looks. Any second now. It's so wet. That's the problem. It just doesn't want to focus because it's so wet. Anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. This one, not good. You can see like I added more black. Well, God, I hope you can see. I need to get a proper camera. You can see this is already way darker than this. This looks, it's probably just the play of the light with the green as well. It's looking very blue. Very deep navy blue. But yeah, I think a second pass is a good idea. I think it's a necessity at this point. But I keep checking because I'm terrible at making sure. That's actually making a really cool effect. Unintentionally, it is breaking through. And making it look like it's burnt on, almost caustic, which is a good word when doing a Black Dragon mini. Caustic is a good word to have flying around. Even though I'm the one saying yes. I'll take it. I'll take my own sort of compliment. And this is why I have the disclaimer that this is not a tutorial, because my word. They should let me go on like the D&D channel and just be like, amateur painting with Alanna. Oh, Alanna's amateur hour. Already, the assonance is there. Do this. Put me up, D&D. Whatka. Still just thinking about the Matrix, to be honest. So cool. Yeah. Oh, come on. I mean, it's getting better. It's certainly getting better. The more I cover up the green, the better it gets. Oh, I don't hate it. This one's actually pretty good. I kind of like this green that's just poking through. Which was the plan, so I shouldn't sound so surprised that I'm liking it. I think it was just more the initial shock of, oh, this is dreadful, is passing. I'm messing up the ventral, that's okay. That I can go slowly on. As if I'll actually fix that up nice and neatly. I'll get in with a smaller brush in a moment to properly give these parts. Actually, just now. Might talk about it, just do it. As always, practically all my minis have bright yellow eyes. Unless it's canon that they have a different color eye. I love giving beasts and creatures, and especially dragons, just bright, vicious yellow eyes. That's what we'll be doing here. It is rubbing off. Oh, where's that white come from? Why is there white on this brush? My word. That's not good. That's not ideal. Back in there. I think this is because it was the mixing brush, so it wasn't fully mixed through on the inside of the brush. Unfortunately, that's where that's come from. Fixed it. I'm gonna do that evaporate dry, where it's not. It's like, yeah, it's doing that breaker part, which is actually kind of cool. It is giving it a pretty neat effect. It's like it's cracked. There we go. God, it's a cool dragon. I think black dragons might be one of my favorites. Just the face. It's so demonic. The whole idea of the acid like eating away at them and making them super skeletal looking. I think it's just really cool. Alright. Let's do this last wing. I'm gonna let it properly dry because it's even more so wet now with the black on. I just make it in a good view for you guys. It's almost like I am painting a green dragon and this is the dry brush after effect. Need to do Myth Burrow. I always have to remember what Myth Burrow is. Burrow is where the white dragon lived. Been a little while since we did any campaign shoe stuff. Not wild mount stuff though, I'm always looking at wild mount stuff because that's where my game is set. And I need to know that stuff. Or at least the southern parts of Wildmount, because that's where we're focused at the moment. If you've just joined, we play D&D on this channel as well. A lot of fun. Alright, one other side to go. And I might actually have the perfect amount of paint for this. Because then I'm going to remix a really dark. I realize I'm super low down on my frame. That's a bit better. I need one of those hold thingies. Which I used to have, but I'm not sure how it would really work for this guy. To which I say, it'd be cool though if I had a way to hold it without being absolutely smothered in pain all the time. I guess the wings are the best bet. Nope. Felt the cool touch of paint on my palm. Okay, you know what? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it now. Kind of what I wanted, so I can't complain. I think this wing looks the best by far. And I'm just trying to think. Oh, you know, it's because it's drying that it looks pretty good actually. So I'm gonna leave it like that. And get a bit closer up for you guys. More close up. You can see, yeah, it's properly breaking. Too much light. It's probably too much light. But yeah, I'm liking this effect. Cool. All right, we've got to let that dry. And like I said, it's kind of cold here, so I'm hoping it doesn't take too long. I suppose I can start thinking about the underside, but I just want to do that last, honestly, because it's gonna be such a mess. On these bits here, I'm gonna get right up to the edge on the underside. It's gonna be such a mess, and because it's gonna be such a lighter paint, it's not gonna be transparent or white, so it will go over the black. But it needs to be the last thing I do before I wash it. Oh, sad song. I might actually just go in and focus on these phalanges. I don't know if that's what they're called. The wing bones. Essentially like fingers, aren't they? I suppose they're like fingers on wyverns, but maybe not on four-legged dragons. Just make sure they're a little bit darker. Painted, because I think it makes more sense for the membrane to be green, maybe not so much the bones themselves. But I do like this idea of perhaps it's because it's such a young dragon, the acid is just pouring through its pores. It's horrific and really badass. Okay, you go down now. So these little spots in here. I still have not much paint left. It's super spread out, but I just want to. Aha! I knew there'd be a spot that I've completely forgotten. Your chin, good sir. It is bare. Alright, which is good. I'm just gonna let it dry. Clean my hands a bit. Yeah, so I guess we can. I mean, it's gonna be pretty simple. I'm just gonna do a bit of skeleton bone mixed with zombie flesh. And I'll probably just do it next to the black paint on the wet palette, so I can just grab some darkness when I need it. Oh, we just gotta wait for it to dry. And then, I mean, that's some washes. What have we got? We got, because I want it to be kind of oily, actually. It'd be kind of cool. We've got the obvious one, which is the shadow wash, which I might just just have a look at it. So bright. Pull up a bit. Which is just a straight up black wash. I'll use you know what's good for this? Paper towel. Just pretty much black. But I've also got this flesh wash, which is more browny kind of. I wish I had a green. What's that? That's silver. That's not a wash. Red cap. A red cap. Aha, there's one more. Which is brown. It's called brown wash. So probably not. I don't see how that's much different to. Oh yeah, I can see how that's different. The flesh wash. Glimmy, you're in charge again. I'm gonna go grab. I definitely have a green wash somewhere. I'm gonna have a look. So you're in charge again. I'll be back in a sec. Made my room a minefield to get through. Alright, so I do actually have two washes that could be good. Let's get some new paper towel out for the testing. We have a straight up black, which is essentially what the shadow wash is, but it might be more black, I don't know. It's pretty black. But then I've also got olive green, which could be interesting to see. Ooh, Ooh. Ooh. Hello. How well that's going to come through. That is perfect. We're going to use that one. Look, it's practically the colour of the... Oh, come on. Now's not the time to not focus. Look at that. Yeah, that's going to be really good. You can see as it dries, it is getting a little bit more that olive khaki kind of green, but I think it's going to be really good. Final wash. Nice. Good work. Me? Oh, missed. I'll fix that later. Alright, let's just put those to the side for now. Yeah. How are we looking? This one's out of here. Make sure the lids are on. Number one rule, make sure your lids are on. Because that's just a disaster waiting to happen. Sorry for the sliding noises. Alright. There we go. Up you come. There we go. Ew. Just realised there's a big spot missing right there. I'm gonna go in and do the slightly more bigger chunks of green that I'm not happy with. Like things that just don't look normal, I guess, like this streak here essentially. It's also really hard to tell sometimes what is a white spot and what is just light. Sorry, got the camera. Cool. Alright, we'll give her another... That dried pretty quickly actually, so just give it another minute or two before we bust out. Again, sorry for the scratching noise. I need to... Oh, you know what? I can get some more height on this. And that way you should be able to look down even more so. Technical work on the fly here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's actually very good. Alright. Yeah, fuck it. It's hydration paper. It'll get over it. So we're just gonna use black for our dry brush. And what do you reckon? Do you reckon just straight black, or should I add just a little bit? Oh, actually, you know what? Let's add a little bit of skeleton bone, just see if that's gonna... It's not stark white. We'll only do a tiny bit. But it might just give it that off colour that we've been looking for. Just gonna clean this brush a bit. Hey, thanks for the follow. Of my interesting. Okay, well, I'm just gonna ignore that for a bit. Yes, so clean the brush. Weird. Alright. Right. Alright. Yeah, so let's mix this up. So there we go. Yeah, do I actually have a better brush? Dry brushing? Probably not. This is my flattest. Look at this. Ooh. Actually. Where's my... I have a brush that sits on my desk that I just have. And I have no idea where it is right now. Big old brush. I like to just hold paintbrushes apparently when I'm working. Don't know where it is. Whoa. Brush is terrible. It needs to clean. Oh, alright, well that brush is lost, I guess. We'll use the same one we've been using. Yeah, that'll do. That. It's not straight black, so that's good. Give me 1 second as I figure out what's happening here. Okay. Alright, sorry. Cool. Let's continue. So I think I'm just looking at it, I can still see some kind of glistening spots. But for the most part, oh, see a little bit there. At the very least, the wing. Let's try it. Let's just do it. Excuse me. So I don't actually know if this paper is the best for, because it is hydration paper. It is just sucking up the paint. It's actually good for the dry brush process. But normally I use my hand to get a lot of the paint off, which is going to be dreadful because it's just straight black. Alright, here we go. This is a good song too. Again, I think this will be another good one. It's going to look good when it's dry, because it's quite glossy. But I might even go in and do the stark kind of black on the arm. Use your 4 words, Alanna. I can't get in that spot right there. For the life of me. Little spots here. My paintbrush isn't stiff enough apparently. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. This is definitely not overpowering that nice dark colour we got. Come on. Interesting. Look at this section here. I don't know if you can see. It's just not taking any paint. I think it's just the paint is very not good. It's so wet that it is evaporating or just pooling away from certain points. I just want to point out too, this is actually very painful. I'm holding it right now. I've just realised again how sharp it is sticking into me. Ow. Yeah, that's good. Subjective. Even I'm on the fence about it, but you know. At the end of the day, it's all for a bit of fun. I think it will really start to shine once we get the underside done. I think it'll start to look like a proper creature. Swing in. Make sure I've got it nice in frame for you all. How's your painting going, Glimmy? You still working on it? What did you say, you're painting again, or did you just say you were cleaning? I can't remember. You said you're painting something there, or you're doing washing. Like a wash, not washing. You could be doing wash too, you could be very good at multitasking. I don't know. I'm gonna get this in a good position where you guys can see it. Ruining a black pudding. You know, it just must be like these black minis. They're just... It's hard to get the balance right. I'm sure though you didn't go in with a bright neon green undercoat. That's all me. You should definitely post it in the Discord when you're done. I'd love to see it. It'd be really cool. I have no idea what I'm doing. Just want to reiterate that. Oh gosh, hitting everything. I might actually have... I always say this, like, oh, I've got the perfect amount of paint, and then I have to get some more out. So I'm not going to say it, I stopped myself. I didn't say it, what are you talking about? Oh, probably went too dark there on the underside. Okay. I have to go light first, I will. Okay. Okay. That looks... Ooh, it looks like proper leathery. It looks proper leathery. It does. I don't know what that was. I had this grand idea to put the silver in all the crevices, then after adding all the black, put black wash. Okay. Has it kind of like made the silver a bit dull? Is that what's happened? Oh, what? Ah, that was the wrong one. Ah, no, that was the wrong one. That was the wrong palette. There we go. That's fine. I'll get over it. In this lighting, I'm having trouble telling what is painted. Yeah, it's... Is that for your thing or for mine? But either way, for mine too. Like, because of the glare, it's just like, is that a blank spot, or is that... That is a blank spot. I can actually see that is a blank spot. This thing I'm looking at right now. And I've lost it. Maybe it wasn't a blank spot. Oh, for yours? Yeah, for mine too. Don't worry about it. It's tricky. Definitely here on the toes, there's a lot of blank spots. So I might just one hand this. Oh, I'm gonna have to run more black. This is the only black tube I've got. I think I've... No, I used that up. I had like one of the smaller D&D black ones and it's gone. It's empty. What did I paint that was so black? I used up all my black paint. Nothing that I can think of. Nothing should have used up that much black paint. I don't know. I've got such a backlog of minis. I've been thinking of doing a video where I do like a tour of my mini shelf. But it would just be embarrassing of like, here's all my unpainted minis that I'll never get around to. But also partially why I decided to do this stream. So I just need to get through them. And it's also why we've been doing dragons, because we did the blue dragon recently, and we'll probably do the red dragon next, just because I want to get my dragons done. The ones I've had the longest. And they deserve to be painted. Alright, I'm just going to keep doing this, going around with the black, filling in these lighter spots. I don't want to cover up too much of the green, because that was the whole point to begin with, was to have green showing. But definitely here on the feet, like, they're easily missed. The only thing is now I've got like a plethora of just randomly wet spots. They're gonna be a bit of a bitch to avoid. I'm gonna paint inside the mouth while I'm here. It'll be black anyway. Bright red tongue eventually, but for now. Ooh, green tongue actually. Yeah, let's do it. That'll be the last thing I do. Let's see, is that? That's literally unpainted mini right there. If I can show you. Right there, that's just straight up, oh, straight up unpainted. No green, no black, none. Just didn't get through at all. Just realised I was mouth breathing really hard, so I apologise if that came through. It's like what I do when I concentrate. Start sorting out these here claws. Go really dark on the Here's another one for you, Glimmy. Let's see what this is called. What would you call the knuckle, maybe? Like the knuckle of a dragon claw here on the wings? Because I've always seen these as hands. Just like extra appendages. So I suppose that would be like the knuckle or the fingertip? Probably fingers. What do you call the part where the claw comes out on an animal? Or even better, looking at maybe like prehistoric birds or even modern day birds that have that. There's that bird that I can't pronounce for the life of me that has those. It's an extant species. I'm sure they've got a name for it. They've got claws on their wings. I guess it'd be like a spur, technically. Rather than a claw. Spur. Because, yeah, some modern day birds still have spurs on their wings. I don't know what it's called though. That's the problem. That's what we're trying to figure out. Hey, the White Lab Coat. Thanks for the follow. Wait, the White Lab Coat. I know you from Matt Perkins' stream, correct? Is that where the name's familiar from? Hope so. Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining. I am completely muddling up this dragon, but we're getting there. We're making some progress. I've got nothing better. Yeah, I'm gonna go with knuckle. Knuckle works. Gotta paint these knuckles. While the rest of it dries, because what's the next step gonna be? We're gonna do the underside. We're gonna do the belly. Get that done. Put this out of it because that was a bit too ham-fisted. Painting the dragon, also your hands. Oh, 100%. I was saying before, I use my hand as like my dry palette a lot of the time. This is by no means a professional painting stream. I'm just having some fun. But yeah, mainly my hands. Ooh, look at this. Just finding all these spots that I've missed. Because of the way the light is shining on it, sometimes it's hard to tell if it is a blank spot or just a really shiny spot. A bit more black in there. Because that is definitely a blank spot right there. I do want to keep a lot of the green on the ends of the membrane, but that's okay. Alright, she's looking good. Yeah, they're a bit of a mess at the moment. But of all things considered, it's a nice colour scheme, so I'm not too upset by it.
Thanks for rolling on in here.
Oh my god.
Get it? It's like dice.
So that's something I did. That's meant to play when people follow, but it didn't work, apparently. It's only just worked then when I've put it up. Oh boy. Alright, we'll let that dry for a bit, because I don't want it to like be peeling it off when I'm touching it too much. Close that, close that. Alright. So, we can actually start mixing, though, the underside coat. Just get rid of you. Ooh. These brushes are a mess, give them a clean. We can use this tiny little corner of the palette. It's actually getting pretty dry. I'm gonna have to put some more water in this eventually. I'll just clean my brushes. Just narrate everything I do for you. Are you Australian based? White lab coat? A lovely Sunday morning for you. I mean, I think you're Australian too, aren't you? Trying to remember where everyone's from. As I was saying before, I am Australian, New Zealand based. Nice. Sunday afternoon. Oh yeah. Broke my brain for a second there. In my head, I read it as Saturday afternoon. I was like, what? California. Oh, okay, California. Why did I think you're Australian? I've just got a terrible memory. So it's about, what's that, 6 p.m. for you, Glimmy. That's not too bad. 6:30. It's a fun one. The Queen's, oh, this is, oh no, this is music I'm not allowed to play. That's Divinity Original Sin 2. I'm like, this sounds familiar. I read out of my playlist apparently. I'm gonna start that again. What if I did not like that? Whoops. We playing? Okay, we're playing. Oh god. If at any point there was a little bit of muted sound there, that is because I was playing copyrighted music. It's just like, oh, this is a new one. I've not heard this one before. Critical Role time. Yeah. Yeah, that's why we kind of like put our times mainly on our socials in PDT or PST, depending on what you are at any given point. We figure majority of our fans are probably come to us through Critical Role. And also it's kind of like a nice halfway point between, you got like Maya in Boston, you got Nico in Chicago, then Kiralee and myself on the East Coast. It's kind of like a little midpoint between where we are. I mean, the true midpoint's like the middle of the Pacific Ocean, but we'll take it. We'll take what we can get. Alright, let's make some, I was gonna say mess, but we've accomplished that already. Let's make some paint. What? Some paint. I'm gonna use my skeleton bone. Ugh. I put the brushes in my mouth too often. I'm not gonna stop. Now I do want to put, take it out, a bit of zombie flesh in there, just because I think it's going to give it that off, like, even the slightest hint of green, but just a bit of an off, sickly, deathly colour, because the black dragons, they aren't the healthiest. Well, they are, you know, they're healthy enough. They're just, they don't look super healthy. Yeah, let's go this. It's quite light, but I think it's going to be a nice contrast to how dark the rest of the dragon is. I'm going to need a much smaller brush, because I am a mess. Oh no! My favourite brush! One of my favourite brushes. It's ruined. Did I not clean it? Oh, that's stupid, Alanna. It's fine. I've got another one. Yeah, this itty bitty baby. I'm gonna forget another one of that, because the other one, I obviously painted metallic paint with it and then didn't clean it. It's stuck. Alright, let's ruin this bad boy. Fingers dry. Yep, I'm not gonna get paint on it. Alright. We're gonna do the wash anyway. Oh, hello. We're gonna do the wash anyway, so even if this is too bright, we can add some darkness to it later. And it's going to be painting over a lot of dark spots anyway, so oh yeah, it's gonna need some texture. It's very flat at the moment. Already messed it up. Same. Not a super detailed painter. So that sounded like the damn Skyrim theme starting. I was like, no, don't like that. I'll have Todd Howard breaking down my door. Oh, beautiful camera work as always. So I wonder how people like do this normally. I imagine they just have like really good autofocusing cameras. This is just a webcam that I'm using. Was this seen people use their phones as like a second camera for streaming? I don't know how that works. I'll look into that, because my phone is actually pretty decent and would probably autofocus way better than this webcam does. Look into that. That means that this webcam has a tripod, which is the main reason I use it. I'm going to paint inside its stand hole, which is a phrase I've never said and will never use again. Oh, did I just get some on the leg? That's fine. It's black. I can fix it up later. My go-to excuse. I'll fix it up later. It's fine. Once again, showing you all the action. Oh, the wing, actually. I'm globbing it on there just because it was a bit dark. I'll pop back over once all the paint's off this brush and glob it down. That's the correct term, right? Oh. Foot really messed me up there. Blame it on the foot. There you go. wild to me that they give me this super easy to follow pattern of the scales for the belly, and then I still managed to completely miss. Alright, so for this, I kind of want to cut it at an angle. Oh, my eyes aren't working. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back over the top with some black. But when do I ever not have to go and touch up? That makes it I don't want to get too lazy with it. Careful. Just these smaller scales here. On the back, I'll just do it like a straight line with some black afterwards. I've used my phone as a superior webcam. I use an app called Ruin. There are those. Alright, I might look into it. Ah! Oh god, look at that big... It's a gaping hole. And then I said it. Jeez Louise. Look at that big missing spot. No one's ever going to look at that part of the mini. It's fine. Moving on. Let's fix... I'm touching all the wet spots. I'm going to go back to just my Tuesday streams for this, because Sunday morning... How do I DM? This is when I normally play the actual game in DM. How am I this much of a mess? Okay, let's paint the horns. Oh, the paint is just straight up peeling off because it's so tacky. Do I need gloves? Would that help? Maybe, I don't know. Love this song. I know I say it every time it comes on, but I'm gonna repeat it. I love it. Ba-da-da-da. That looks really cool with the horns painted. It can be a bit rough on the phone. They aren't necessarily designed. Yeah. On the phone carrying stuff like, yeah. That's what I figured. I didn't want it to like kind of superheat my phone. Super dodgy nail job. Let's go. I'm getting to the point of hour 40 in the stream. It's just like, ugh. Generally happens in my painting streams. I hit a wall. It's like, oh, let's just finish it. Oh, god damn, it's actually super painful to hold. Okay, so we'll do the spurs in their knuckles. And then once again, let it dry. Because then we're coming in pretty hard with some wash. And I've got to be careful now because the spurs are how I've been holding onto it for the most part. Oh, she's got a... I've just realised too. She's got this sail that I've done absolutely nothing with. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with that. What does this one have? This is black. They haven't put any detail on the sail, on the adult one. Good enough for them. It's good enough for me. No, I might do something. I might just do like some frosted tips. Some green frosted tips. That might be the way to go. So do you stream yourself? White lab coat? Do you often stream games? Do you stream D&D? Lots of check out your account. This. Okay. Yeah, tentatively happy with that. I'll just give this a bit of another coat because it's, like I said, because it's painting over a lot of the black. It's leaking through a bit, but that also kind of works. Oh, hello. Missed this entire side of the horn. How am I meant to get that? What the heck? I don't stream. Jumped on as a player during a 24-hour charity stream recently and did actually stream playing Tactical Breach Wizards on one time. Not that anyone... Ah. That's cool. I bet. She is good. The only thing is now I can't put it down because her nails are wet. So I'm just going to hold on to her wing for 5 minutes. What I will do, however, is... touch up. You like to give it a go sometimes? Doing like D&D streaming, or what type of streaming would you like to do? I like D&D streaming. It's fun. I have to psych myself up every time I do it, but for the most part, it's really fun. Just fun sharing the story with people. I'm just going to go in here. Oh, you know what? There's also bones on her arms. Just noticed that. Where's my other precision brush? D&D streaming? Cool. Yeah. Oh. Gotta stop trying to talk with paintbrushes in my mouth. Feel free to reach out if you ever want any help with that sort of thing. Again, we're not professional on this stream, but been doing it for a little bit now, so if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to help with that sort of thing. I'm gonna do these little spurs on her arm because I think it's cool. Oh golly, you know, it's hard to say. The first episode, I don't know. I was just telling me what's the first episode. First episode's really great for obviously the character introductions. Probably when did they get to Port Damali? I should know this, but the current city they're in's probably a good spot to start. They've just finished up a major arc there. I'm looking it up because I can't remember which episode that was. We've only had like 22 episodes, but we only stream probably about once a month on average. Yeah, chapter 11. Episode 11. Looks like you're 20. Yeah. So the 50% of the time they've been in Port Damali. Wow, I've just realised that. I'm just like... Yeah. If you want to see, just us as players though, our Christmas one-shot, I'm really proud of. Nine-ish, do you think is that when we went to Port Marley? I'm really proud of the Christmas episode we did, because that's something I wrote. Oh, they've only gone and done it. They've only gone and messed it up more than they needed to. Obviously it's very seasonal, so you can always save that for Christmas. But I think that's a really good one for just seeing how players interact, even with different characters than what we have for the main campaign. But yeah, the first episode obviously just for the character introductions. One of our players doesn't play anymore. They had to step down, unfortunately. Well, they were in it for a while before they had to leave. And then, yeah, probably from around when they get to the city they're in now, you can follow that arc. There's some episodes you can probably skip because they're not arc related. Sometimes if they're right before Festivus, yeah, that's it. It's stupid fun. Yeah, probably from chapter 11, there's a few episodes you can skip because they're like, you know, shopping episodes, or a player might have been away, so we've just done a side quest. The main quest. Although next session, which will probably be in 2 weeks' time, might be next weekend, might be the weekend after, I cannot remember when we said, they're essentially starting a new arc. Kind of. You know, there's a few loose threads, but they are moving into a new chapter, new story. So that'd be a good spot to start as well if you like to watch live, but they all go up on YouTube anyway, so. And we stream this time on Sundays, so we normally stream at like 9 AM my time, so it'd be what, like 11 AM your time? Be a good spot to jump in. Yeah, I can't remember if we said next weekend or the following weekend. It'll be on Twitter. We'll put it up on Twitter and on the Discord. Alright. That's looking really good. I'm hoping the nails are dry, because you're going down. Alright. Look, I'm happy with it. I keep saying that as if, like, I'm not. But I am. I am pretty happy with it. I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to do a wash, do the eyes, do the mouth, and then I'm calling it because it's going to take too long. Otherwise, I'll be here forever. I think the wash, I think the olive green wash is going to kind of bring it closer to the adult, hopefully. But even then, it's my own, so I can do what I want with it. The bone color definitely needs the wash because it is very, very pale compared to the adult. Yeah, that's a good point. It's just like, well, not much I can do now. Oh, they've made the spike on the tail, like the cap on the tail, black. Okay, well, this is a full convention. Oh, here we go. Now you can see me do precision painting. Watch out. I don't know how people paint like the player minis. I cannot paint that small. I'm very big into like the big paintings. That's wild to me then when people get like the super detailed minis and they're like, oh, I painted its satchel and the satchel is about 1 millimeter big. How though? I can't even paint a scale on this dragon properly without messing it up. Just steady hands, I guess. I realise now that I've lifted this above the camera, but I kind of need it close to my face to see. See what I'm doing? These spots. I realise my finger is right up against that nail. You'll get over it, I'm sure. Oh. Yeah, just, I mean, I've never, I'm not going to show them because they're too embarrassing. But when we started Hit Dice Heroes, I did physical battle maps and physical minis. Just because it was, like, I like physical. I really do like physical battle maps and physical minis, and I'll use them when I play. Ugh, that's the ugliest looking feet. I use them when I play at home and everything. But I had like an extra table set up and everything, and I had this webcam specifically on it. And I painted minis for the characters, and I've never shown them because they are, and I've not even shown my players, so I don't actually know if they know that I painted minis for their characters. Well, they wouldn't know, because they've seen the battle maps, but I've never shown them up close, because they are the worst. I definitely got paint on one of these legs. There it is. They are the worst mini paintings I've ever done. Like, embarrassingly bad. Right, wingtips should be done, so you're going upside down, bud. Symbolic tokens are good, yeah. I like painting big ones. Like, if it's a dragon that's gonna fly down on the map, it looks cool if it's painted. Oh, to be fair, this is probably my favourite mini that I've painted. Oh, she's so dusty. But this is like a little doggo that I painted. I need to get some focus on here. Come on. Come on. This is probably the best. Small. It's literally covered in my own dog hair. Not my dog hair. My own dog's hair. It's just very dusty too. So this is like the best I've ever done on a small mini paint. She's so dusty. This is Maggie. Maggie the Mastiff. She's in Hit Dice Heroes. Chapter 3. I think they made this character. Yeah, I was really pleased with it. But then I just like, no, I'll just focus on the big ones. What else we got? I've just realised I've got a lot of minis actually here. They should go back on the shelf, but this is a Remoraz that we painted on stream. Which I said I was gonna fix up and then didn't. Spoilers! Anyone catching up on this one now? Use lollies. Oh, that's cool. I don't know how to make this camera focus for the life of me, but there's a Remoraz, super out of focus Remoraz. You get a sneak peek at what the eyes of this dragon are going to look like. What did I need to fix up on this one? Probably just everything. Let's be real. Alright. Let's get you back out of the way. I don't want to get paint on you. You're professionally painted. Yeah, I like the idea of using lollies as minis. It's kind of cool. Alright, we're going to do a wash. Just to get some sheen. Just to get some darkness. We're going to focus on the belly for the wash. Hello. Where are we? Focus on the belly for the wash. She's quite tacky still, which I'm not a fan of. But fuck it. Sorry. Ooh. Alright. Push that aside. I'm just gonna use this. Yeah, exactly. But I keep it out of focus so no one can say anything. Alright, so we're gonna use... Did I... Please tell me I just used the right wash. Yeah. This olive green. So cool to seeing the brush suck it up. Let's do down here by the tail first, so that... I'm gonna... It's gonna look a bit crappy on my camera at the moment, but I think actually having it coming over... Oh wow, no, that's too much. It might actually... I think it's just too bright, honestly. That's why it's not focusing. Let's turn it... Let's give it a second. Let's just turn it off. Oh, that does. Oh yeah. A bit better, but it is definitely dark. Let's turn it down. Turn it down, move it right back. There you go, that's actually much better. Ow, I just stabbed myself with its feet. I guess I need some paper towel over here. Ooh. Ooh, Nelly, something's happening. I'm gonna need the light back so you can see. Focus. Oh, come on. Of all the times not to focus. This looks so good right now. It's focusing on this. Yeah. Olive green was the way to go. Might dab it off with the paper towel just because it's... no, it'll dry. It'll evaporate the way I need it to. I have faith. these bits as well. The feet. I don't want to go too heavy on the. Definitely on the horns. They are very, very clean. And this swamp dragon probably wouldn't have super clean horns. Just doing it kind of here in these crevices. Especially over the green that I still have showing on the wings, because that's going to really bring it out. Looking pretty good. It looks, strangely looks more green on the camera than it does in real life. So, if it looks too green, don't panic. It's actually coming up pretty well here. If I could get it to focus on the back as I do it, that'd be great, because I think that's going to look really good. You know what I mean? It's now so shiny that it won't focus. It is kind of doing that thing where it is mixing with the paint that's on it and peeling it. I need to figure out better paint. The problem. I think those D&D ones don't come at me, WizKids, but sometimes they just mix weirdly with the professional stuff. Good one. Gotta remember to show you what's actually happening. Alright. What now? Now here's the thing, I need to, I gotta do the side of the tail. Can't forget that side of the tail. There we go. I am quite happy with that. And I think once we get some features on the face and the eye, just to kind of, you know, give it a face, it's gonna look real good. That is, oh, it looks like, it looks really shiny through the webcam, but I'm trying to, I'll take some proper photos once I'm all done and like cleaned up. I'll get like my use your words. I'll get my photo box out and I'll take some proper photos of it, but I can try and move around a bit. You gonna do it? You gonna focus for us? Too much light? Too little light? That's pretty cool if you just turn it off. Yeah. I'll take some proper photos with better lights. But we'll just give it a second because I just don't want to touch it too much while the wash is drying. Shouldn't take too long. Like I said, it is kind of cold here, so probably not gonna dry it as best as it can, but just enough so that I can get to the face. But while that happens, I'm gonna clean my paintbrushes that I'm gonna need. I can actually, I'll just use a regular palette for that, so I can put my white palette away. Where is there a thing for it? Nice. Yeah, it's actually, like I said, it's kind of hard to see, but I suppose you can see it on the underside of the wing. Yeah, it actually came out really well. It's not quite like the ombre effect that I was going for, but it looks almost like it's breaking through, which you know, I'll take it. What don't I need now? Don't need, or what I do need actually, that's a better question. I need yellow for the eyes. I need white and black for the eyes to do its wee pupils. And I was gonna give it a green tongue. I'm gonna give it a red tongue. I think green tongue would just be weird. So let's go. It's glistening blood. I know I've got one called glistening blood. Get that out and dragonfire one. They should do the trick. Into the bin. Fist. I'm just gonna put all my stuff away. I might keep one green out just in case it. Oh, I've got to do the base. Ugh. Ugh. I'll do the base today. Might do the base another time. Because I can't even think what to do. The base they gave it to is rocky. I'd really love like a swamp base for it. Like a marshy thing, but they gave it just like straight up rocks. Which is, you know, not what I wanted. So there's a proper wash once I'm done here. Hope everyone's having a lovely day wherever you are. Even if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. And thanks to the people hanging out in chat. I always say, like, this is just kind of my chance to talk to chat because I can't do it when I am DMing, so it's nice just to be able to hang out and chat. Oh, that's a real mess, that one. Oh, wow. I like these cups that I'm using for washing. They've got ridges on the side, and they act as almost like a nice little washboard. Try not to be too rough, because they're not always the cheapest brushes that I'm cleaning. Alright, we're good. Back over there, sorry for hitting the microphone. Okay, so we need to do... Please stop rolling. We need to do eyes and mouth. I need to dry my hands, because if they're wet and tacky, they're going to absolutely pull up all the paint. The wash is still drying. Oh, that's the worst. That's, yeah. Sometimes when you're painting, you're just like, there's no way I could physically get my paintbrush in this position. Happened a few times with this one, but yeah. Makes it so hard. Orchemoths, they're so cool. I love their weird little eyes. They remind me of the alien from Men in Black. With like the kind of eyes just sticking on the top of the head. Let's bring her up. Okay. I might actually chuck her on the base just to see. Don't really. Let's see if maybe that gave me something to latch onto when I'm painting. I think I'm gonna stick with just holding the wings. There we go. If I do that, I can get to the eyes and the mouth pretty easily. Oh, this is gouache. Why is there gouache in my... Gouache? Oil. Gouache. There's gouache in my palette. Why did I use this palette for gouache? Oh my god. I realize I'm saying gouache a lot. I need another palette because that's not gonna work. I'm gonna be lazy and use the top of this. Alright, let's go eyes. Eyes first. Alright. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. Here we go. Here comes the super steady hands that are needed for this paint right now. It's got like deep set eyes, like like the eyes are in, and this paintbrush I don't think is nearly minute enough. I'm just gonna go around the outside again. Because, yeah, this paintbrush is too frayed. It's way too frayed. I need like a brand new precision paintbrush if I want to do these eyes properly. It's going to be easier to do, you know, a general bloop, and then I'll go around the outside in black. Ah! Ah! So bad. Alright. You. I'll go through the mouth while that starts to dry a bit. Let's give it a shake first. Nice and red. Just realised the inside of the mouth isn't painted. Which makes it a bit stupid to be painting the tongue. I could paint the inside of the mouth this red as well. No, I can't even get into the inside of the mouth. See, it should be black. Or at least like in a very black red. Let's see if I can get in there. Come on. I'll use you. Little brush. I'm just gonna go in. Fix the outside later. Well, in a second. Oh, this is not treating the brush very nicely. Look away. Oh, that actually worked pretty well. And I don't hate... I do hate it actually, yeah. I do hate it a lot. The the colour it's made its lips. Just get some paper and fix that. Lucky. The mouth was dry enough not to be... Oh. Just repaint the head. When do you never have to not repaint the head? Let's be real. Alright, we'll give her a second to dry there as well. Suppose we can fix the eyes while we're here. Oh. While I'm holding, nope. That will have to do. Oh, I need new brushes. That's all I'm learning here. Look at this. I'm trying to do precision painting with this absolute frayed mess. Gosh. Golly gosh. That's all I got. That's all I got. Let's just clean this one. On here. The last thing I need to do, so how's that yellow looking? Not strongest. Alright. Sorry. So I'm gonna just use my regular kind of pinprick eye job. kind of. Oh god, looking a little dopey. Looking a little dopey. A bit of white. Kind of looks too cute. Looks a little cute, unfortunately. Oh no. She's gorgeous. Yeah, I'll have to do. It's really not my best. I think because just the eye shape. It's like, it's kawaii. It looks... Hi! Oh dear. Oh well, you know what? I don't mind too much. Again, I'm at that stage. It's like, I'm done. Alright. Yeah, eyes and mouth. Not the best. I'll say I'll fix it up. Probably won't, but it's all good. Yeah, I'm... You know, not the easiest one I've done. And not, like, my favourite overall outcome. But I'll take it. You know? Let me just quickly wipe all this paint off before it sets. Oh, it's set. Okay, never mind. Alright, in the bin. About it. Oh, lordy. The paint, lids off paint right there. So yeah, not the best that I've ever done, like I said. Definitely not the worst by any means. Oh, that's the wrong one. Just put the white lid on the black one. Oh, I had green. What was I going to do with the green? Probably just touch some things up. It's all good. Alright, and we didn't do the base at all. I wonder what would happen if I just did, like, some wash on the base. I'm here with this. It would just... It's not going to dry, is it? It's just going to... Wash and primer. Why not? Who says it has to be good? Got a stain in it at the very least. Probably easier than painting. Let's give it some texture. Alright, wash over there, paintbrush in there. Let's have a look at this beautiful young black dragon. Try to make sure.
Rolling on in here. Get it? It's like dice.
Okay, it worked that time.
Thanks for rolling on in.
Uh-oh. I'm just gonna stop it for now, just because I had a few... Interesting. Anyway. Yeah, so we're gonna finish up with this. I'm gonna stick her on this very wet base now, because I just covered it in wash. And she's gonna fall over, because it's such an awkward base. It's got it leaning down so much. I'm just gonna hold her up. Hey. Oh, nope. Oh. Hey. Don't look at the eyes. Don't look in the eyes. I think overall that's pretty good. It's so hard to get it to actually show up well because it's such a dark mini. But I'm really pleased with... I pulled it up to my eyes. Really pleased with the wings here. Come on. Come on. It's not gonna focus at all. I'm really pleased with this thing that you can't currently see. It just doesn't want to... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm really pleased with the wings there. the way the green's coming through. I'm quite pleased actually. Oh, just a big mistake, so I'm going to hide it. You probably just saw it. Pleased with the underside. It's probably one I will touch up eventually, but for now, we'll just go with that, eh? Yeah. Super low energy mini paint stream. Never did anything with the frills here. Oh well. I'll live. Yeah, I'm gonna let it dry completely and then take some proper photos of it. From a distance, it actually looks pretty good. And I think, again, if I turn the light off, it just looks deathly, which is, you know, perfect for a young black dragon. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna finish up there, I think. Let's get some charming music for finishing up. There we go. That's nice. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. Thanks, Glimmy. Thanks, the White Lab Coat, for sticking around. And anyone else that has been lurking in chat, I appreciate it. Like I said, check our socials for when we'll be streaming our next game. It will probably be either next weekend or the following weekend. We'll see. But yeah, just check our socials to see when that will be. I don't think there's anything else for me to say at this point. I'm just vamping. But yeah, appreciate you hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned some things to not do when painting, but also, yeah, you know, it's just a bit of fun. If you have any minis yourself that you painted, I know you guys were talking a little bit about it, chuck them in the Discord because I'd love to see them. But that's about it. I'll see you guys next time. Alright, bye.